We've done remotes before, but none like this. Good morning, fam, from mi casa. Still some headlines from the world of sports, albeit not as many as usual. Let's start in the National Football League, the NFL. Looks like Tom Brady's suitors are lessening by the minute. Tennessee has decided to re-sign veteran Ryan Tannehill. 4 years, $118 million for him. Brady, from reports, really wanted to join San Francisco. He's a real big Joe Montana fan growing up, but the Niners are out and will stick with Jimmy G, Brady's former understudy in New England, who was traded from the Pats to the Niners back in 2017. That leaves Tampa Bay and, of course, the Patriots. I still think, like Las Vegas, that Tom is heading back home. Congrats to Ryan on franchise QB money. Titans going to go for this one with Tannehill at the helm. The New York Football Giants didn't trade for Leonard Williams in a contract year during a losing season just to let him be a short-term rental for the team, so apparently they're going to keep him. According to Adam Schefter of ESPN.com, the Giants are expected to franchise tag the defensive lineman. Efforts were apparently unsuccessful in working out a long-term deal with the former New York Jets first-rounder. NFL free agency will reportedly move forward as planned on March the 18th. And some big news from the NFL, a result that will reshape the league and bring about harmony, hopefully, for the next 11 seasons. The NFL Players Association members voted to ratify a new CBA that was previously approved by NFL owners back in February. Notable changes in the new deal include the addition of 2 more teams to the playoff field for 2020, if there is a season, an option to increase the regular season to 17 games starting in 2021, and an increase in minimum salaries, performance-based pay, and player revenue. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. It looked like IndyCar and NASCAR were going to give it a go over the weekend, but they too decided to sit this one out. Only really the UFC and some of these leagues across the oceans here are still playing. Indianapolis Motor Speedway has addressed the Center for Disease Control's March 15th recommendation that crowds larger than 50 be limited for 8 weeks. In a statement early this morning, the track said it's aware of the CDC guideline and is planning for all contingencies, but also will be prepared to run its events in May. The track opens in earnest with the first week of May with the GMR Grand Prix scheduled for Saturday, May 9th on its road course. IMS then switches over to the Oval the next week for the Indy 500 qualifying on May 16th and 17th, and of course the 104th running of the Indianapolis 500 on May 24th. IndyCar announced last week that its first 4 races of the season would be canceled or postponed because of the outbreak. For the National Basketball Association, this impact stretches beyond the 30-day shutdown that Commissioner Adam Silver imposed last week. The shutdown was due to last until at least mid-April, which was to be the end of the NBA's regular season. 8 weeks would last until mid-May, which is the approximate start of the conference finals. Staging an NBA game with less than 50 people, of course, would be very, very hard, extremely hard, if not impossible. Players, coaches, training staff, game officials get you to 50 fairly easily. That's before you add in any form of broadcast crew and arena personnel. And, of course, that's without any fans present for the games. ESPN's Woj reports that the NBA is prepared for a potential return to play in mid to late June, and that's with no fans present and only if the leagues can secure arenas. A Yankee minor leaguer and a third NBA player have tested positive. I'm sure we will see more of this in the near future as the cases rise around the country. Apparently, the Yankees are all okay. He had no contact with any of the major league players. Rick Pitino is returning to college basketball as the next head coach at Iona College up in New Rochelle. School announced this on Saturday. Iona coach Tim Cluse announced Friday that he was stepping down due to health reasons after 10 seasons with the Gales. Cluse won either the regular season or conference tourney championship every year from 2012 to 19 before missing this past season with an undisclosed health issue. The 67-year-old Pitino hasn't coached in college since October 2017 when Louisville fired him after an FBI investigation into college basketball. No one from the Cardinals was arrested, but they were linked to the investigation through allegations that Adidas paid $100,000 to the family of 5-star prospect Brian Bowen to steer him to Louisville. Second chance here for Rick Pitino with the Gales. Hopefully he gets it together up in New Rochelle. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for a hand to those lending hands, hopefully washed hands, during trying times. As major sports leagues, sporting events reacted to the coronavirus outbreak over the last 48 hours, 72 hours, several professional athletes and organizations are pledging to support arena workers who might be out of work while play is being suspended around the world. So the trend began with Cleveland Cavaliers star Kevin Love, who decided to take action and donate money to the cause. With the cancellation of the NBA, NHL, MLS, and much more, hourly arena workers will presumably be without paychecks as well. So Kevin Love decided to donate $100,000 in support of the Cavs arena and support staff that had a sudden life shift due to the cancellation of the NBA season. Milwaukee Bucks superstar and reigning league MVP Giannis followed Love's lead, announcing on Friday that he will donate $100,000 as well to the Bucks staff. New Orleans Pelicans rookie star Zion Williamson pledged to pay the salary of workers at the Smoothie King Center for the next month. Utah Jazz center Rudy Gobert, who was the first NBA player to test positive for the virus, announced that he would help out on Saturday too, donating more than $500,000 to support both the Employee Relief Fund at his home arena and COVID-related social services relief in Utah, Oklahoma City, and within the French healthcare system. Mark Cuban and the Mavericks really started the convo during the night that the schedule was postponed. On Friday, the Mavericks announced in Dallas that they are implementing a plan to ensure staffers are paid during the NBA's coronavirus suspension. On Saturday, LA Lakers, LA Clippers, LA Kings announced a joint venture with Staples Center to take care of arena staff. The Brooklyn Nets, back here at home in New York, are doing the same, and we've seen players pretty much from all of the leagues step forward and offer support. Kudos to all of them. Let's stick together here through unified social distancing and acts of kindness like this. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C. Stay tuned for more Open back after this.